for the Amateur League. Today, it's me, that Wasi thing, and I'm accompanied by 3 people with me. We have Legend Manish. We got JD the King and Sunshine. Everybody say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Alright then. So now we're gonna look at the bans coming on from both sides. We see a Fizz ban and a Morgana ban. Now, I forgot what the names of the 2 teams were. That's not very professional of me, but this happens sometimes. So, Legend, can you show us down with the names?
No. I don't know either.
Alright then, so let's just call them Blue Team, Purple Team, or
Purple Team, yeah.
Or we could...
No, it is
Purple
Epic
/Red
versus Legionnaires.
Legionnaires. Okay, it's Epic versus Legionnaires, okay.
Epic versus Legionnaires. So which side is Epic?
Blue.
I'm guessing Epic's blue. Yeah, Epic is blue.
Epic's
side.
blue, Legionnaires. Alright then, we're seeing a Victor and a Yasuo ban coming in from the both teams. What do you guys think about the bans we're looking at so far?
I don't see the point of a Fizz ban.
I think it's more of a focus ban towards their mid, maybe.
Just like the last game where the Purple Team banned out 3 champions which the other team had played in their previous game.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, the Sejuani and everything.
Alright, well, we're looking at a LeBlanc ban coming in. Lots of focus on the mid laner on the enemy team. Legionaries mid lane really showing up, and Fereshta gets the Leona ban.
Well, we see, here's the thing though. Fizz is hardly seen mid lane these days. He's mostly a top lane and a jungle pick, which is weird, but okay, that works. Victor has been really popular in the ILT. And maybe someone on the Purple Team plays really good Victor, so I guess that counts as a ban, but Purple Team has very straightforward bans.
Alright then, well now we're looking at a Sejuani pick coming on from D-Factor, really favoring all that CC coming from Sejuani. It's actually nice to see Sejuani come back into play after being completely absent last season, only making a few bursts into the meta. How do you see Sejuani in this current meta so far? Take it away, JD.
Yeah, with the Cinderholt buff on the tank enchantment in the jungle now, it brings back a lot of tanky junglers, which is very nice, and Sejuani is one of the top tier junglers now because of that, and I'm really not surprised to see Sejuani.
Alright
well,
then.
Let's go to our resident support and ask her what she thinks about that Blitzcrank pick. So Sunshine, what do you think about that support pick up there?
Well, turns out that they actually picked up Thresh. Well, Manish, you played Thresh. Oh, we're seeing a Braum pick coming up from Ramoy. Totally gonna go against that Thresh, and we're covering over a Jace right now from Fereshta.
I don't think it's gonna be a Jace pick though.
Okay, so Braum versus Thresh. I regret not seeing a lot of Braum. I like Braum personally. He's like one of my favorite supports. He's got hard CC, he's got peel, he's got that wall. He's got stuff going for him, you know, and with an ADC like Jinx, who's got that attack speed steroid, that's a lot of stuns going down.
Ooh, and we're looking at Slayer Hex, going on over that Wukong, and we're saying, oh my god, it's PB! He's hovering over that Teemo, but I'm pretty sure he's not gonna go for that.
I don't know.
We're gonna see an AD carry pick coming up from that Teemo, and we're pretty sure that it's not gonna be a Teemo. What?
Satan's annoying.
Satan is annoying, but against a Jinx, Teemo would have a hard time in lane, and I don't really see...
That could be a mid lane Teemo, actually.
A mid lane Teemo? Well, let's just see if you're actually right about that, or if he's just gonna pull off, just to switch in the end. Yeah, he's probably gonna do the Swamperoonie. And there we go, hovering over that Soraka, which doesn't make sense either, and there we go.
Okay.
Life then makes sense. We got a Callista up on the board.
And
oh my god, it's PB, meaning business.
And Thresh have insane synergy.
Exactly.
I mean, not only do Callista and Thresh have good synergy, Jinx and Braum have good synergy too.
The scariest bot lane from the Shadow Isles comes today at the Summoner's Rift. Thresh and Callista. What do you think about that combination, JD, and a country? I want to see your input on this, guys.
Trash Callista.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a pretty solid lane because Callista is mobile, but she doesn't have a lot of escapes.
Ooh, are we going to see a Bard in the
Nope.
top? Oh, God, no. Rohan Prince going for his comfort pick on that Riven, and we're seeing Matt Titan going on that Vel'Koz. Now, I want to put one thing out there. Rohan Prince is a very good Riven. During the ILG and during the GCC tournament, he showed very well, very good performance on that Riven, and Matt Titan's not is a Vel'Koz to be feared as well. And we're looking at an Orianna pick being hovered over by Devastator 25. Now, he's had a lot of mid lane champions banned against him. So you could say that the Orianna's probably a fourth choice, seeing from the fact that they have Fizz, Victor, and LeBlanc banned out. Or the Fizz could have been for the top lane. But either way, that's a lot of options out for Devastator. And is he going to go for that Orianna?
Yeah, but we need to keep in mind the fact that the enemy team banned out mid lane champions means that they are afraid of his mid lane skill. So let's not count him out. Oh!
Ooh! And we have my favorite champion going up on the board. It's going to be a Diana.
It is a Diana.
Now, guys, let me tell you that this is a good day for Diana players all over the meta right now. League of Legends introduced this new beautiful item called Luden's Echo, and that increases the burst potential of high mobile assassins, making Akali and Diana useful again ever since the death of DFG. But one thing I do need to pop open is the fact that after the DFG, even while the DFG was there, Diana was sort of out of the meta, but Luden's Echo is a perfect item on her. And if you build that as a second item, you have a lot of burst in the mid game. So that's probably what Devastator is going to go for. And I believe in this guy's ability to be able to play Diana because he had 3 mid lane champions banned against him. Well, you guys know who I'm favoriting this game.
So if I'm gonna guess, if we were to predict, you're gonna go with the purple team.
I'm gonna guess you're rooting for this Braum.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the blue team too. So that's 2 for 1 right now.
Alright, so let's look at the team compositions overall. We've talked about all the champion picks separately. Now we're looking at them all from a team composition perspective. We got on the purple team, we got the Maokai, the Jarvan, the Kalista, and the Thresh, and the Diana. Now that is a lot of damage and CC coming in together at the same time. Lots of synergized effects, especially up on that bot lane. Jarvan ganks are going to be very tough to be up against in the early game for both sides actually, with the nerf for Jarvan from the armor, but it's pretty much a double-edged sword. Those Jarvan ganks are still something to be feared about, and however though, when it comes to the early game, blue team does have a specific advantage over onto that top lane and the mid lane. Diana does have a hard time against a Vel'Koz who can hit skill shots, but then again, it's a skill-based matchup again. Sejuani's going to have a very good time in the jungle, but I want to see what you guys are going to think. How do you think D-Factor's game of Sejuani's going to go?
I would say even the bot lane for the blue team will have the early game advantage, simply because of the bronze, like the Braum and the Jinx, because Kalista...
Braum and the Jinx are very powerful.
Jinx is a very good hyper carry.
Kalista really needs that early game attack speed to be able to do anything. Without, even if Thresh were to catch one of them out, Jinx wouldn't really be able to do much. But if Braum were to just auto-attack one of them, Jinx can really, do something with that. And they can get away.
The stun's coming out plentiful from Rumoy and Fereshta.
But imagine the mid-game team fights by blue team, though.
Yeah, that's gonna be insane.
Those do look very scary with the Riven stun coming in, the Braum ultimate, the Sejuani stun, and the Vel'Koz for locking down.
Both teams are pretty good, engage and disengage, but I think, actually, either team has decent peel, but I think the purple team has slightly better peel for Kalista, and actually Kalista is pretty jumpy herself, so...
It pretty much depends on who's going to be the first team engaging. I have a very good feeling that the team who has the balls to engage first are going to make it out alive.
But then you're forgetting that Sejuani, at level 6, Sejuani's got that solid initiation.
That is solid initiation, but you have to admit that Sejuani could be a little squishy during those early games. So if she does fall behind, if Jarvan does focus on the jungler early on in the game, things could spell trouble for the blue team. But in the end, this is one of those games where in the amateur league, it literally comes down to the fact who gets more picks during the mid game, and that's going to dictate the flow if there is a late game, if either team can finish the other. And if it does hit late game, it's going to be a game which is super close. And we're going to see a lot of team fights before this is done. I predict a very dirty fight.
And we're about to go in.
We're good
I
to
second
go.
that thought. It's gonna be a very bloody game.
Exactly,
And
the
take a
blood
look at the
looking...
borders and the skins, like we always do, like the condescending people that we are.
Alright, and now we're seeing Rohan Prince and the Mad Titan and Brumoy all hovering over those over those gold borders, and you see Rohan Prince sporting that Battle Bunny ribbon and Bear Cavalry Sejuani coming up from D-Factor. Sad thing though, only one gold coming out from the purple team with Devastator 25 sitting on that Diana and no skins at all whatsoever.
I can see why they banned out so many mid lane champions. He's clearly the strongest player on their team.
Exactly. However, you cannot judge the ability of a team based off of their borders. However, D-Factor is known to be a very aggressive, very skillful jungler. Knows his way around the map as a jungler. He's had a lot of success in Season 5 for his usual game. So let's see how this jungle actually goes. I'll give the jungle edge to the Sejuani. But Slayer Hex really needs to be on top of his game to make it for the team. The power play is once again, Alex, you say the power play from the red team is going to be coming from Thresh. Thresh needs to be the one pretty much making those pro plays to give them the win.
Yeah, let's see if this is the name of the team. Epic game or a legendary game?
Epic versus Legionnaires.
Alright, then so Epic. Let's just hope that your Thresh plays really well and pulls off those skill shots at time, because if you don't, you guys will lose entire team fights. Alright guys, the games have begun.
The Thresh is in Legionnaires, not Epic.
Ooh, and we're not gonna see a pause coming in. Can you tell me what time you guys are on? Oh,
And
never mind. There it is. There it is. There's a pause.
It wouldn't be the same without a pause.
It wouldn't have. And we're gonna see Maokai having the disconnection. Let's talk about the items we got early on. We got the usual items, Relic Shield coming up from Braum, and Callisto with that special soulmating item, along with the Doran's Blade.
I think we're going to be seeing standard starts on everyone. Vel'Koz will probably start with his Doran's Ring. Diana.
One thing which I don't find standard though is the Dorans and the 2 health pots coming out from Diana. I'd rather go for some more sustained and mana pots if I'm going to go up against Diana, because I really benefit from the defense masteries from Diana, because you really need to live.
Well, here's the thing. It's not a bad choice in this situation, considering Vel'Koz is entirely skill shot based. So if Diana is able to dodge that stuff, she'll be fine. And not only will she be fine, if she gets that power spike, her level, her damage. So she'll be doing more damage, more reliable, consistent damage over Vel'Koz, who's solely reliant on skill shots.
You're perfectly correct. However, Diana does have that one tricky skill shot she does need to pull up. That is the cue. Let's see how this game actually goes. However, I will say that Vel'Koz might have a hard time against Diana pre-level 3 if he misses his skill shots completely.
Another thing to note is, while Rohan Prince is good at Riven, he's up against a Maokai and a Jarvan jungle. So if Jarvan comes top to gank, Riven cannot escape. Riven's gonna have to pull off some crazy mechanics to get away from that.
Exactly.
Let's see if Rohan has those mechanics.
Alright, so we're gonna see the resume in the game coming in. Oh, the resume coming in as soon as Maokai reconnects. No time wasted. Everyone's really sleepy for this game. And Callista already calling upon the soul mating, and there we go. Thresh has died. Thresh has been mated with Callista, and exactly, the pact has been made.
Yeah, basically, Callista just making sure that Thresh was actually dead.
Hey, Wasi.
Alright.
Wasi, if I
Yeah.
had a black spear, I'd soulmate with you.
Well, that is so sweet.
Carrying on. Now we're gonna see Braum taking over the first Q onto the Diana. The first team that deals damage to the enemy team
I
has a
think so, too.
10% more chance to win the game. So let's see how this goes.
Okay, we're not gonna be seeing an invade. I think this will be a clean jungling group of. Oh wait, I don't know. Okay, they probably think that blue team's invading red, but maybe not. Okay, they're all going. They're all going.
Alright, so we're seeing pretty much no action coming in early in the game. We're looking at team... what's the blue team's name again? Epic. Oh, Legionnaires. Oh, Epic, yeah. Epic. So, Epic's not really moving at all. They've been pretty much standing there for a while. Pretty boring stuff I'm looking at.
Yeah, Maokai started with the Duran's Ring, which is not, in my opinion, a good start against a Riven, who's gonna be hurting so much.
Exactly, and we're gonna see an early ward being popped out over that dragon pit. Not really a necessary one, I'd say.
Yeah, that was completely unnecessary, like... Sejuani is not gonna be doing an early dragon or anything.
Exactly, especially not at level 2. With going on the blue side. Now we're gonna see standard lanes coming up here on out. Bot lane harass, you were right, Manish. Jinx and Braum really pushing up that lane.
Oh yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. The skill shot dodging, as long as Diana keeps dodging that, she'll be fine.
Exactly, but there's still the auto attack harass. But then again, Vel'Koz isn't really dishing out much damage, and the threshold misses the
Vel'Koz
first
got
hook of the game.
5780, that's nothing. Oh, finally one last.
Ooh, and a lot of harass coming out onto the Maokai, but not really much. It's a pretty even trade throughout.
Level 2 Riven, and Diana really low for some reason. What did I miss?
Exactly, that was probably a lot of harass coming up from that Vel'Koz. Diana having a really hard time.
And we can't forget Vel'Koz's true damage if he does manage to land his combo.
Exactly, but you do have to see that Diana does have the slight lead in the CS. 10 to 8, with more minions on her side.
Yeah, but the thing is, Vel'Koz, like, Diana's got that auto attack, like, she's got what's that called? What's her passive called? It actually deals more damage.
You mean, Moonsilver Blade? Oh wait, no,
yeah,
wait,
okay, not only that, like,
yeah, Moonsilver Blade.
I have played Vel'Koz, and his auto attacks really, like, it's hard to last hit with his auto attacks.
They are indeed, but we're looking at Vel'Koz with a very nice farm lead suddenly, 17 to 14. We're looking at Jinx having a pretty good time against that Kalista, 19 to 12.
Like I said, there is. Oh, this is what I was talking about. That. Oh, okay, she got away.
Ooh, the gank going slightly.
Too quick to use his flag and spear. But he just wants to rush in there. And...
We're seeing no extra attack speed coming up from that Diana. Really going for all-in damage, and Maokai going in on that Riven.
He's
causing Riven a lot of trouble.
Trading that Riven. And he's still got both of his cookie biscuit thingies. Oh my god,
he does have cookie biscuits,
Oh yes!
Ooh, and D-Factor getting
executed.
Exactly, farming gone horribly wrong, I guess. That's the first death in the game, not coming from either side, and that is Devastator in a lot of trouble.
But that's odd. Is it just me, or can you guys not see the stacks on, like...
Ooh, but Riven having a really hard time, almost dying to that mountain.
The Q from
the Thresh lands all the way over at the bot lane. Are we gonna see a flash or anything coming in?
Nope,
we see the flash and the heal coming on from that Jinx. And they're actually going back into the fight, trying to get the stun onto that Thresh, but this is gonna be a back coming from Fereshta.
That is...
Or he's actually gonna prompt to stay into the lane. And that Crescent Blade, and a Crescent Strike actually hits.
Beefy Braum, Beefy Braum.
Exactly, Braum is that sort of a support that keeps you safe even if you're in low health. But Diana in a lot of trouble right now.
Oh, wait. No, Diana's fine. Diana's absolutely fine. Vel'Koz is running out of mana, so...
Look, things are looking pretty good for Diana. Still holding on to that health pot as well. The gank from Defactor coming in.
No,
Retribution.
yes, we have the stun. Oh, the flash.
And the stun lands. This is gonna be a dead Eskimo, and Braum takes the kill.
Well, I don't even mind. That's a good Braum.
That's a good Braum. Sareshta finally getting the advantage in the lane, extended just a little bit more. Jarvan spots a ward in the Dragon Pit,
and he completely stops following Scufflecrap because. Okay.
Ooh, and Braum going really close in, but Jarvan not really wanting anything to do with that.
Oh, okay. Oh, the damage!
That Rohan Prince causing a lot of damage onto that Maokai, giving him a really hard time.
If we take a look at Riven's items, that's 3 long swords.
That is 3 long swords, and this is probably the end right now. Oh no, the Flash coming in, saving FNC swag.
Let's see. Does Riven have Ignite, or is she running Teleport?
He has Ignite.
That is actually not a lot of damage coming onto that Diana, I must add. Very slow damage coming from the Moonsilver Blade.
Oh,
ooh,
yeah.
and there comes the all-in from the Maokai.
No,
but that is going to be a death for him as well. Rohan Prince gets the kill, but FNC swag also makes it up with another one.
I think Riven may have jumped the gun there. I mean, there were many ways she could have done that better.
Exactly, it could have been done with a little bit more patience, I guess, or a little bit more better combo. Ooh, but Diana taking in some damage, and Jarvan going on to that Sejuani.
Both of them. Oh dear. Nope.
See, if I was playing right now, I would have gone in.
And you would
that was Thresh was there to back him up. I guess
Thresh was there for the backup. That would have been actually a pretty good engage. Diana did have the flash up.
You're underestimating the Vel'Koz burst. I mean, he's got true damage coming in. Diana would have died pretty fast.
Yeah, but Diana can stop that ult.
Yeah, but Diana would have gone in on probably. I'm thinking Diana would have gone in on the Sejuani who was of lower health at the time.
Oh yeah.
And Diana taking down that blue buff. Diana's necessary to take blue buff, and Maokai going on to that Riven doesn't sound like the most advisable option with the amount of damage that Rohan Prince has been putting out. Now, this is something I've noticed.
Finished. He's brutalizer. So
Rohan has a lot of magic armor penetration. If you guys look at his build and his masteries, so he's good for taking out tanks. And that Maokai not really going for any damage, going for that 0-21-9 masteries. So really looking for that sustain, but not a good idea against a Riven who you need to damage just a little bit extra. Especially if you're starting off the Torrents ring.
Lane bully this Riven is, and I mean not this Riven, Rivens in general, and as you guys said, he's a good Riven, so I see this going in his favor. I think Jarvan needs to visit top more often. I mean, because Riven's been pushed up a lot for most of this time so far.
Exactly, and Maokai has been having a really hard time farming.
I mean, if you take a look at the other lanes, they've been kind of like somewhere in the middle, except for maybe bot lane, which is, it's been on and off, but they've been mostly pushed, but top lane really suffering, and Jarvan should really, and as I mentioned, like, if you take a look now, Jarvan is about to pay a visit at top lane.
Ooh, that hook misses completely. This is gonna be a dead Kalista if the ult hits.
Double stun.
Ooh, but we're gonna see action up on that top lane right now. Are we gonna see the Demacia coming up? No, a counter gank comes in from Sejuani.
No. Sejuani, you're not level 6 yet.
Neither are you, Jarvan, so you can't really go for much.
Right,
we're probably gonna see the top lane having a really hard time.
Riven gonna be getting a lot of CS here. Okay, not much, but... Oh,
ooh, Diana falling right into that Vel'Koz trap. That is a very low Diana right now. Diana on the run.
Oh
my god, that is a very, very, very close to death coming up from Diana. That Q, if that Q actually hit, that would have been a dead Vel'Koz right there.
Are you sure about that?
Diana did have the W up, so in my calculations, that would have been a kill.
Diana buying a needlessly large rod and then other Durans.
So, I don't really agree with the Doran's pick, but
Blue team opting for drag.
And they will get it. There is nothing to stop them.
Not
Exactly, pretty
drag.
easy dragon coming up for the blue team. Epic looking off to a good start with more than 2,000 gold lead early into the game. Jarvan just hitting level 6, pretty under level compared to actually no, never mind. Sejuani's still level 5.
Yeah. Sejuani's not having a good time in the jungle. She's actually taking way too much damage. Is she gonna die again? Yeah, she was.
Ooh, she actually has to go back up from that red buff because it needs to go back.
Oh, that landed.
Ooh, a lot of damage coming up from that Diana
That's
Q.
a needlessly large rock.
And Riven going up for the stun. He's going for the jugular. Gonna go deal some more damage.
Again, landing. I'm sure Vel'Koz gets a mini heart attack every time that thing lands on him, because is she gonna go in? Is she not? But
Dianas don't really care exactly when you go in. If that Q hits, your job is to go in.
fortunately for Vel'Koz, he has got that thing to like keep her away in case she does go in.
The knockoff really effective.
Especially for someone, there we go.
Ooh, the Luna's Echo!
Oh, the heal!
So this is what the heal for Matt Titan was for.
And actually, I agree with that decision right now. That's a smart summoner.
Ooh, that Q landed Vel'Koz, he would have been gone.
Considering how Matt Titan will be doing a lot of damage from
Ooh, and Sejuani coming in for the gank.
And she is level 6. Oh, I never realized bot turret went down.
Ooh, and Diana making the risky decision, probably gonna go die to that.
Oh dear.
That's a dead.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a
Vel'Koz
dead
got
Diana.
the kill. Did Sejuani just ult nothing?
Yeah, Sejuani just missed her ult. But doesn't really matter, that's 3-1 for Epic, and they're looking to have a very good game right now, and we're gonna see Riven coming in, popping the ult, doing a lot of damage onto that Vel'Koz.
Oh, shit,
however, there is a Jarvan coming in, misses the E, and that's gonna be the gank gone wrong. Not being able to predict the flash, Riven makes it out safe.
But this bot lane pressuring so much. They could get second tier turret out of this. Or in a little while.
Ooh.
Way too much damage.
The jungler's being called down bot. And there's a teleport coming in from Maokai.
I initially thought, oh, Maokai coming down.
Ooh, and that Maokai teleport completely rendered useless.
Nothing to do. Brom's got his ult up, Jinx has got her slows, her traps.
Diana still holding on to that needlessly large rod and 2 Doran's rings.
Jinx has one of the best backing animations in this game.
Yeah, she does. And Diana takes over the blue buff, making it her own.
Actually, not taking any damage in the process too, so that's pretty good.
Exactly, but then again, you do know that Diana does take very little damage.
She actually jungles herself, so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's warded, Vel'Koz. You better run. Nope, you're good.
Ooh.
A bit late for that shield, but okay.
And that shield not really popping for anything, however, caught in a bad spot, this Kalista. This Jinx, however, and right now it's Kalista in a bad position.
What? This Braum is so fucking tanky.
And that is a lot of damage coming out, and that hook misses again. That's some pretty unfortunate stuff, however.
Oh dear.
Diana coming in.
Oh,
not the most proper rend coming out from Diana, coming out from
that might be a double
Kalista.
for Diana if they don't do anything about this. Oh, she's good.
Definitely could be an easy double kill. Then again, Diana does not have. Oh, and it hits!
Oh my god.
Oh no, and oh yes! Diana taking a double kill. And the ult coming out, and the save. Is it gonna be a dead thresh though? No, the tick is not enough.
Wait, I didn't understand why the Maokai went in on that.
That is a dead Maokai.
Yes, it is.
That is a dead. Nope, not
God,
a dead
he
Maokai. That is a living, breathing Maokai.
He leveled up the catalyst props.
Ooh. Very close call.
But
Diana, instead of building the looted Zeko, goes for the Rabadon's death cap.
Boss is disappointed.
At the rate this is going, when Riven joins the team fights, this is not gonna go too well.
Exactly, and I really don't agree with the Diana itemization. Rabadon's death cap is not really a first item on a Diana.
Oh well, to each his own, but Diana really wants to go for that assassin.
League of Legends allows you to build your own champions however way you want. Then again, this looks like a lot of pressure up on that mid lane.
Oh,
is Diana going to attempt to clear it?
Oh dear. Oh.
Ooh, and Maokai still coming in on that engage.
Oh, the damage completed.
Oh, and the Jarvan ult coming in, but this Jarvan ult being the doom.
Oh, that Wombo combo though.
That Wombo combo failure coming up from...
Oh, wait.
This is why Jarvan does not help.
Oh, I thought Jarvan was on the other side.
Inside Jarvan's help. I'm Jarvan, I'm helping.
I'm Jarvan, I'm helping. Celeste is in a lot of danger right now.
Wow. Oh my god!
Ooh, a lot of damage coming in. And that Toby's gonna go take that kill. Fareshta, good job. Taking that kill.
This is going really badly for the red team, isn't it?
Exactly, getting out-killed.
Out-killed, out-objectived, out-moneyed,
out-golded, that is a pretty steep 9,000 gold lead.
Out everything.
And Baron's gonna be up in 2 minutes.
Rohan sensing, his senses were tingling.
Exactly, that Riven's gonna be long gone by the time they make it there, and that's gonna give up positioning for the Dragon, easy Dragon, probably for Team Epic right now.
If they're smart, they would do it. No, they won't be able to do anything. I mean, I think Red Team will notice that.
And Jarvan not really going back to the jungle, not really going back to the Dragon Pit. They're not gonna be able to finish this push.
Riven actually going, like, he's pretty far ahead on her itemization right now. Oh my god, that's... Oh dear.
This is gonna go horribly wrong right now for FNC Swag. If he gets the stun knockup, that is a dead Riven. That's a dead Maokai.
You don't want a fed Riven. Oh, nope. Oh no, Jinx is gonna die.
Ooh, Dana with the shutdown gold.
He dead.
Oh, and the stun coming in gives Diana the death right now, and the flash coming in.
So much damage.
Ooh, and that is a dead thresh right there. That is an ace, pretty much. You would say. Jarvan did respawn just in time to avoid the ace, but you gotta admit that's 5 for nothing. 5 for 1.
And they will take an easy dragon out of this. Jarvan cannot do nothing, and he hits top. Wait, I'm sorry, that was a double negative.
That indeed was a double negative. Poor itemization though coming up from... I'd say pretty poor itemization coming up from their team. Everyone pretty much going for solo queue builds. Not really gonna win you any games.
Meanwhile, if you take a look at the blue team, they've got... Like, there is no team build or solo build for these guys. It's pretty standard.
Pretty standard, but it does synergize well with the rest of the team. I do not agree with the Rod of Ages pick coming up from Maokai, especially with... Ooh, is this gonna be a pick coming in? No one's coming in to help the Maokai. Leaving the Maokai on his own, and that is gonna be a living Maokai! Nope, it's not gonna be a living Maokai. However, Diana will take that kill. And that is Diana. Taking 4 kills, having more...
has a lot of AP. She's doing a lot of damage. But she's still squishy.
Exactly, no defense coming up for Diana. I would have totally favored a Abyssal Scepter building into a Luden's Echo, and then moving into a Rabadon's, but I guess this is fine too. And that is Jinx getting caught
What
out.
the? Oh.
Give out this kill onto the AD carry, and there we go.
Oh,
Ooh!
wow. Okay.
Oh no, popping in that just a little bit too fast.
Boom.
Not really pulling off that Diana combo nicely. You should have waited for the ult.
That would be a red buff transfer complete.
And we have double buffs coming. Oh no, Sejuani just lost her red buff. But I do have to talk about that Diana play. He does pop his double ult a bit too much to the point where it kind of loses its meaning. You should hold on to that ultimate, because if he did, he could have gotten an easy kill onto that Vel'Koz.
I mean, Vel'Koz was able to get an easy knock-up on him, followed quickly by that Braum ulti. But the fact that Braum actually had to ult in that situation for just a single champion just proves that how much damage this Diana is doing right now.
Exactly, that Diana does indeed coming in strong. Now going for a blasting wand could be a void staff or an abyssal scepter. Probably the void staff because Diana wants to do damage right now, build himself up as a last cannon.
Abyssal scepter for just a Vel'Koz, who's actually dealing a lot of true damage.
Exactly, wouldn't make sense in the game anymore right now. Probably gonna go for that void staff. Or a Lich Bane.
Oh, that Vel'Koz actually hurting right now, even though he's going for a Runa, he's going for a Zhonya's right now, which will really help him out, especially against someone like Diana who goes in.
Ooh, and Kalista taking a lot of damage. Rohan Prince's turret. Ooh, and a lot of damage coming in. This would prompt an ult from Jinx, but no, the entire team goes up into defense. A mid-game engage coming in. A hook landing up on Vel'Koz.
What the? And again, Jarvan with the help.
And that is an ace coming in.
Triple kill, double for Riven, triple for Jinx. Oh, this is...
That was not a good Jarvan ultimate.
And if you take notice, Maokai only just finished his Rod of Ages. That's a 23-minute Rod of Ages, which is really bad.
Yeah, things have looked pretty bad for this Maokai. Only sitting on 99 CS, the lowest in the game for all the laners.
Meanwhile, Riven has the most CS right now, 179. 6 kills, finished Hydra, Brutalizer. That is a scary Riven. And
exactly, 6, 2, and 1.
Helping each other get out of the base without actually having to face the turrets.
I was pretty disappointed at the lack of Luden's Echo coming from Diana, though. JD, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Alright, so tell us about this game. What are you thinking so far? What's happening right now?
I think that they're making very poor decisions, and it's costing them this game, especially this Jarvan. I'm disappointed, actually.
Exactly, Jarvan not really playing that well, and the power play which I gave on to Thresh earlier before the start of this game, Thresh has not been hitting any hooks.
I actually haven't seen him land a single one so far.
No, he actually landed one onto that Vel'Koz, but that spelled the nades for them.
On top of that, I mean, JD had mentioned that...
Well, we're gonna see ult coming out.
JD had mentioned how it would really, like, this Jarvan would have to, like, do a lot to actually put this Sejuani behind, who actually wasn't having a good time in the jungle. But this Jarvan... really disappointing me that way. In that aspect.
And we see Riven BMing right now. That's not cool.
Well, oh my god, that doing lots of damage. That was just the second proc of the Vel'Koz W, which just took a chunk out of... Again, the damage is real.
And Diana, going for that Abyssal Scepter, not really a good idea this late into the game. You did it in reverse, Diana. You're doing it all wrong. Ooh!
Oh.
And Callista taking super low with that Jinx Q.
Oh my god. Okay, this is... That Jinx range is... Oh, Jinx with that red buff is actually... Nope, okay. Oh, Jarvan actually does something, but...
Ooh, and Diana getting the kill.
Oh.
And the threshold missing again. Maokai should have actually gone on over to that Riven while he had the chance.
They've got 2 inhibitors down, super minions at their Nexus turrets, and...
Yeah, the fight went in their favor, but I think it's a little too late right now.
Yeah, this
doesn't really matter.
I think this is GG. I mean, the only person on the blue team who can really do anything is Diana, and I mean, you can't expect her to carry this alone.
Especially with Diana clocking in 7 deaths. That means that she was pretty much the only one trying really hard this game. Pretty sloppy plays, I'd say, coming up from the Maokai Thresh and the Jarvan. Not really the best show of skill.
I mean, I still fail to understand why the Maokai would go in on the Riven every time she would. Like, it would be wiser to just slow her and walk away rather than go in.
Yeah, like, all Maokai had to do all game was just farm up and be the huge tank that he's supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, and all this guy's managed to do so far was finish his Rod of Ages at 22 minutes.
Exactly, that Rod of Age is only on that 4 stacks. Doesn't really look like anything special. All the all the proper items for the red team coming in a little bit too late.
Finishing his 10 stacks before this game ends.
Exactly. Will he be able to finish the Rod of Ages stacks before the game ends? We'll see in a little bit. As Epic actually looking on over to that Baron. And they're starting it, yeah, that's a Baron.
I have this thing to ask you. Like, you play Jinx, so like, you know how there's that slight time when you're casting Zap, and if you're playing against a Thresh, that's the time you're really afraid of getting hooked. But like, this Thresh really hasn't taken any opportunities. Like,
exactly, you have to be pretty open and in range to be able to pull off a W onto a laser onto
yeah. So I mean, this Thresh is really
onto an enemy champion. So that could have been the hookup that Thresh needed, but I guess not proactive enough to realize that. And then we have the red team battling super minions now with the Baron buff. Things are looking a lot harder for them all of a sudden.
Yeah, this could be game for Epic.
I think this is game. I think blue team's has gotten almost 20.
Ooh, but then again, that is a very low. Oh wow, this is going to be game.
Yeah, this is GG. That's an ace, and Jinx survives. That's 5 for 5. GG, well played.
Exactly,
Epic.
GG's coming from the other side. Team Epic takes this win. Good job for Rush to D-Factor, Rohan, Rumoy, and the Mad Titan. You guys move on to the semis.
Oh wow, okay.
And
So
my game
Epic
crashed.
beats. So Epic beat Legionnaires with 29 kills to 11 and a 20k goal lead. That is the most one-sided game I've seen in a while.